So deep in the heart of an enemy's kingdom, something unexpected begins to form. We're diving back into the story of Devayani and Kacha, a tale about dedication, a blossoming affection, and, of course, the shadows that are always watching just beyond the light. This is the growing bond.
And that really is the question at the heart of this whole saga, isn't it? I mean, in a world that's just built on these ancient rivalries and secret plans, how can an outsider, the son of a sworn enemy no less, possibly earn anyone's trust? Well, it's not through power or magic. It's something much, much quieter.
So our story picks up with Kacha, who is just settling into his new life at the ashram of Shukracharya, the great guru of the Asuras. He doesn't arrive like a prince or a warrior looking for glory. Nope, he comes as a humble student, just ready to serve.
Kacha's commitment is just absolute. It's like he's completely shedding his old skin, his old identity, and just diving headfirst into this really demanding life of an apprentice. And this isn't just an act for him. It's a real choice to build a new self from scratch, one that's all about purpose and focus.
You see, Kacha's path to earning trust, it's not paved with these grand, heroic acts. It's built on these humble, everyday rituals you see here. Tending the sacred fires, gathering wood, grinding herbs. Each one of these tasks, performed with this incredible dedication, becomes another brick in the foundation of his character.
And this right here, this is where we see Kacha's real strength. It's not in his muscles, but in his attention. While you've got other disciples who might be posturing or boasting, Kacha just listens. He gets that every single word from Shukracharya is a key to the knowledge he's after, and his quiet focus, that's his greatest tool.
And, well, what happens when you have that kind of dedication? You start to see results. Trust, especially from an enemy, isn't something that's just handed to you. You have to earn it. And day by day, conscious patience starts to chip away at that wall of suspicion. And even Shukracharya starts to see something genuine in this very unlikely student.
Absolutely nothing Kacha does is by chance. From how he arranges the firewood to how he prepares an offering, every single movement is precise. It's intentional. He's not just going through the motions, he is living his mission. And that kind of dedication doesn't just earn a guru's trust, it starts to capture other people's attention too.
Yeah, Kacha's quiet determination, it's definitely not going unnoticed. As he slowly earns the respect of his master, his presence begins to stir up a whole different kind of interest right in the heart of the ashram. And that someone, of course, is Devayani, Shukracharya's daughter. Now imagine being her, surrounded by these powerful, often pretty arrogant Asura warriors. Then Kacha shows up. His humility is, well, it's revolutionary. He stands out precisely because he isn't trying to. He's a kind of strength she's never really seen before.
You know, their bond doesn't start with some big dramatic moment. It begins with a quiet gaze. From a distance, Devayani just watches him. She sees how consistent he is, the deep respect he has for her father, and you can just imagine a question forming in her mind. What is it about this man that's so different?
And Kacha, he's not oblivious. He feels her presence. He feels her watching him, but it never sways him from his path. And this creates this subtle energy between them, right? This unspoken awareness that just kind of hangs in the air, a silent conversation that only the two of them can understand.
So, as time goes on, that distance between them starts to shrink. A shared walk through the ashram gardens, a quick, respectful word while they're doing their duties. That initial curiosity, it starts to deepen into this very comfortable, genuine closeness that forms in the quiet little moments of their day. I mean, think about it. In a place like this, governed by these ancient hatreds and strict rules, their worlds were never, ever supposed to cross. So any kind of affection between them had to live in the spaces between words, in looks, in gestures.
And that's the real magic of it, isn't it? Theirs was a bond built on this mutual admiration and quiet respect. A little smile from her, a respectful nod from him. It didn't need any grand speeches, because its strength was in how subtle it was. It was a truth that was felt, not spoken.
But you know how these things go. In a place like this, nothing stays quiet for long. This newfound trust, this budding connection, it has not gone unnoticed. And inside this peaceful ashram, not everyone is feeling so open-hearted. A different kind of attention is growing, one born of deep, deep suspicion.
And this is where our story takes a dark turn. Because while Shukracharya and Devayani see discipline and sincerity in Kacha, the Asuras, they see a threat. To them, Kacha is still the son of their mortal enemy. His perfect behavior isn't reassuring at all. To them, it looks like the ultimate deception.
So you've got this beautiful ashram, all light and learning, but right on the edge, in the deep shadows of the forest, a conspiracy is starting to grow. They watch Kacha's every move, not to admire his discipline, but to find that one flaw, that one mistake that will prove he's a traitor.
And this isn't just some vague feeling of mistrust. Oh no, this is an active plot. They're meeting in secret, their doubts just feeding off each other, growing stronger. They're looking at every kind act Kacha does through this lens of pure suspicion, absolutely convinced it's all part of some bigger, evil plan.
So you have this stark contrast, right? On one side, you have Kacha's world of light and discipline and trust that's been slowly earned. And on the other, this world of shadows, secrecy, and just corrosive doubt. And Kacha is standing right where these two worlds are about to collide.
And isn't that the real irony here? Kacha is so focused on his mission, on earning the trust he needs in this honorable way, that he is completely blind to the very real danger that's closing in all around him. His greatest strength, that incredible focus, has now become his greatest weakness.
Because in the world of the Asuras, doubt is never just a thought. It's a living, breathing thing. It's a prelude to action. And as their questions about Kacha's true purpose keep piling up, so does the danger that surrounds him.
Which leaves us here with this one chilling question. Kacha has built this fragile little world of trust, but it's surrounded by a rising tide of suspicion. We've seen the doubt festering in the shadows, so what happens when those shadows finally decide to strike?